It's time for the match game. Hollywood Squares. Hour with from Trapper John, M.D., Charles Siebert. From the boat, Red Brandy. Edie McClure. Jay Leno. Sharon Winter. And the stars of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Baldwin.
So you
They're a wonderful bunch. Shall we let them stay?
handsome too.
Yes, all right. You're very good.
Most of them.
And we appreciate your coming here. We're going to have a wonderful time. I don't care what the usher told you. Now, let's get on with it. We'll ask you to join us here in greeting our stars with a brisk round of applause. Hello, stars! We saved this seat for you, John. Have a seat right there. It's the best seat in the house. Listen, I got a glimpse of that on the monitor on the way out. Step right out here. Let's do a little fashion show. You didn't see the boots, did you, in that opening shot? Look at that. Whatever they are. Look at this company.
Well, I went to Paris this summer
Yes.
to work in a film called The Corsican Brothers.
Yeah.
And the lady saw me coming and said, "This is chic."
Yeah. She's
I bought it.
She saw you coming all right, didn't she?
And the thing is, I think it turned out more like a cross between Phyllis Diller and Boy George, I'm afraid.
Phyllis George.
You look elegant, my dear. All right, if you're ready to have a go at it, would you join me in welcoming Jan Hag and Elaine Noche? Welcome. Good luck to you, both of you. Jan, let's get acquainted. Tell us about you, please.
Well, my husband and I have just recently moved to Wilmington, Delaware. We're both originally from North Dakota. My husband has just gotten a job out there as a chemist, and now, since I put him through school, he's going to try and do the same thing for me now.
Good. What are you going to study?
Electrical engineering.
You?
Yes,
You're going to be an electrical engineer?
I'm going to try.
Well, good luck to you. I think that's wonderful.
Ask her if her grandmother's an old hag.
Her name is Haig. Haig.
This Alexander Haig.
Nice try, Jay. Yeah. Don't give up, Jay.
No.
Don't.
It's early
It'll
yet.
be all right. Now, let's find out about Elaine Noche. Bella ragazza, questa è...
Well, I'm single. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I now live in Anaheim, California, and I'm a police officer in Orange County.
All right, really?
Nothing funny about you. That's a love connection.
Nothing up her sleeve? All right. Now, let's begin here, the match game. Good luck to both of you. On this program, this part of it, each of you will have 3 rounds, 3 chances to match as many of our stars as you can. The one who's done that most often, at the end of that 3rd round, will go on to challenge the returning champion on Hollywood Squares for a chance to win up to $30,000. Here is the first round questions. Jan, you won the toss. Do you have a choice of A or B?
B, please, Gene.
All right. We are going to begin. Lucy said, "I think my obstetrician used to be a butcher. After he weighed my baby, he blanked it." Ready, Fred, baby.
Won't be long now, Gene.
All right, he's about ready. He's writing something. Lucy said, "I think my obstetrician used to be a butcher. After he weighed my baby, he blanked it."
He wrapped it.
He wrapped it. All right. That's something the butcher does. Very good. All right, one for Jan. That's very good. I didn't know you did that. Jay,
I have to go along with wrapped it.
you wrapped it. Is that the baby?
That's me.
Oh, that's you. Yeah.
good
I don't think that's a very good likeness of
That's
you.
my 8x10. You think I should get them redone?
Yeah, I think you ought to have them redone. Instead of black and white, do them in full color.
Yeah.
Your eyes are beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, but don't touch me.
Now you know how I got this show.
Karen, you weren't on the match game part of it yesterday, but you were on the Hollywood Squares part, and I'm sorry that you never got called on, but that's the way that game goes, you know, the way the X's and the O's go. But you look great up there. I noticed you were sitting up there. Hard to miss, isn't she? What are we going to do? Oh, you want to do an answer after you weighed my baby? He blanked it.
Come back to me. I was going to say wrapped it, but I said wrapped it.
Oh, you said wrapped it. Oh, all right. Anything you say? Yeah. After he weighed my baby, he wrapped it. That's what everyone seems to be saying, John.
Yeah, but a cross between Phyllis Diller and Boy George is Phyllis George. And
That's right.
no offense, Edie, but there's not that much of a resemblance. I said, wrapped it up.
All right, 4 for Jan. This is most unusual for anyone to get this many in the first round. Now, are you
Is it
going to
really?
break the bubble?
Would I be the kind of guy to break the bubble? No, he wrapped it.
All right. 5 for Jan. Hello, Fred. It's all up to you.
You know, butchers don't rap. They get rappers to rap. Butchers butch and rappers rap.
Oh, really?
Watch it up, guy.
Hey, Butch.
Put accent seasoning on it and put it in the oven at 350 degrees.
Aha!
How could that
Very
happen?
good.
That's not a match.
That not be a match.
That's not a match. All right. Jan did very well. She has 5. Elaine, you've got some catching up to do. Let's see if you can do it. Harry said, I think my bottled water comes straight from the ocean. Look in this bottle. There's blank. Sure.
But then I get confused.
All right. Everybody ready up there? And here we go, Elaine. Harry said, I think my bottled water comes straight from the ocean. Look in this bottle. There's blank.
Fish.
There's fish in it. Well, now that's possible. That's not bad. Sure. Fish in it is okay, right?
Sure.
Striped bass.
You saw me.
Yes, right.
Great minds think alike.
And you thought it was bad. Hello, Jay.
Hello, having been to Marine Land, so I know a little bit something about the water. I would go with salt in the water.
Salt in the water. Right. You think that was a good
Apparently,
one,
I'm a
right?
little too intellectual for the crowd.
I think so. What do you say, Karen? Scusi.
Well, I kind of got a cross,
Yes.
and I said plankton.
Plankton, very good. And anything, you know, that you find in ocean water is good there.
Plankton
Plankton is
could be a
excellent.
type of fish.
And it's very
Whale
nourishing,
eat
too.
plankton.
You ever eat plankton?
No, Gene.
It's good stuff.
Are you
We always
surprised?
send it
Yeah.
back at our restaurant.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if it's underdone, sure.
Look in this bottle. There's blank in it. You know, it's... Yeah.
Well, Elaine is from Brooklyn, New York. She's single, and she's a police officer now in Orange County.
Right.
I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm married, and I'm frightened to death of police officers from Orange County. However, what we really do have in common is that people who live in Brooklyn don't know much about ocean life, so we don't match. I said seaweed.
Seaweed. All right, Elaine said
Sorry.
fish. She's stuck at one so far, unless Charlie helps her out. Now, Charlie, would you like to do something for this cop from Brooklyn?
I certainly would like to do a lot of things for the cop from Brooklyn, but I can't match because I said there was a ship in it.
A ship. Ship
Look
in
at
a
this
bottle.
bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, my salt is looking pretty good, huh?
Yeah, right.
Is my salt looking a little better now, huh?
They can take back their boo.
Fred?
This is so obvious, I'm embarrassed to show it.
Well, you have to show and tell anyway.
I wouldn't show that, Fred.
Sea water.
Seawater.
Sure.
The object is...
Hey.
Me?
Sure, turn on me now. I can buy every one of you people. Sure, try it.
All right, so there's the round one. 5-1 is the score. A little bit lopsided, but you'll have a chance to catch up right after these messages.
On the next...
Here we go, round 2 coming up. There's the button. Now, Jan, you're ahead. You have to go first.
I'm going to stay with B, Gene.
You are going to stay with B.
You bet.
Whatever your pleasure is our pleasure. Hilda said, I just went to the world's weirdest butcher shop. The chicken legs had blanks on them. One person played. Who is that person? Fred.
Someone's writing over there. It
Do
must
I
be-
play?
Your play. You're the only one.
I'm the only one that played?
You're
I
the
haven't
only-
matched yet. You think that's a good idea?
This is your punishment.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Well, I have
All
a
right.
great answer for this, so I'm very confident.
Jan. Hilda said, I just went to the world's weirdest butcher shop. The chicken legs had blanks on them.
Leg warmers.
Leg warmers. Yeah, that's good. Isn't that pretty good?
Yeah.
Everybody like leg warmers?
Yes.
Love it.
I'm not crazy about it.
What would you have said?
I would have said stockings, but that's
Stockings?
the same thing.
Garters.
That might have matched.
I
I
would
don't
have said
know.
stocking.
She said leg warmers.
I
Not
said
bad.
seawater. Now beat it.
I'm not going to show the card.
I said pantyhose.
Pantyhose. Very good.
Pantyhose.
A splendid answer.
No nonsense.
Yeah. No nonsense. Right. Now, Elaine, she
Chickens and
remains at
pantyhose.
5, gives you a chance to catch up a little bit here. Think carefully now and listen carefully. Hey, did you hear they're coming out with a sequel to The Eyes of Laura Mars?
No.
You didn't hear about that?
No. How
Well,
is it?
it's going to be a very big production called The Nose of... Fill it in.
Okay.
All right, think about it, Elaine. Sequel to The Eyes of Laura Mars. You don't play? Very good, yes. Yeah,
Gene keeps
good.
liking my
Right
answers.
that slot there.
This is me putting it in there.
Have a very fertile mind, Charlie. Fertile mind, Charlie. All right.
What is everybody waiting for?
Well, we're waiting for the lights to come on here, and then when they're all on, that indicates they're all finished. And here we go, Elaine. Did you hear they're coming out with a sequel to The Eyes of Laura Mars? It's going to be a big production called The Nose of...
Jimmy Durante.
Jimmy Durante. There are a number of choices here. Jimmy Durante, the Schnauzola, was famous for having a large nose.
That's true, that's true. I thought I'd be political because of the Lebanese thing going on. I said Danny Thomas.
Danny Thomas. All right. You remember Danny. All right, Karen.
He remembers you. From now on. Yeah.
Karen?
How you getting home tonight, Jay?
I don't like my answer.
You don't like it? Why?
Because it's not nice.
Well, really?
Well, it's not mean, I hope. I said Barbra Streisand.
Barbra Streisand happens to have a rather large nose.
Well, so does
Doesn't
Danny
make her-
Thomas.
Danny Thomas has a large
At least
nose.
my guy's still alive.
The Eyes of Laura Mars is going to be a big production called The Nose of.
I love my answer, and the police in Orange County love it too.
Jimmy Durante. All right, you're up to 2. I would imagine you would have said Jimmy Durante.
You would imagine that, wouldn't you?
I would.
Well, I'm afraid I've blown it. Gene? Barbra Streisand.
Barbara.
Blown it? Don't you get it? No.
Barbra Streisand. I couldn't think of one I copied off Charlie. Sorry.
Maybe you'll never do that again.
Well, never
Thank
will.
everyone for not saying me. Thank you.
Right. You didn't get 1 vote, did you, John?
No, well done.
All right.
Lovely panel. Paid
Now
off.
it's 5-2 at the end of round 2. The third and final round coming up in a moment or so. Come back. Here we go with round 3. This is the final round. Now, Jan, you're ahead, so you still have to go
Oh,
first.
can't play. My pen's broken.
Okay, let's try A.
You want to try A?
Yeah, let's.
A. Fred, she's got A this time. You ready for it?
I'm the only one that does this?
Yes, you're the only
How does
one.
this keep happening?
Why
Yeah.
don't I just put my answer up now, and then it'll be easy for me?
You don't mind if I, you don't need the camera time, do you?
Who, I?
Yeah,
Not I.
no.
No, I'm-
Sure,
All right.
sit on him. He doesn't mind.
Oh, these things are hot. Wow. All right. Out on the dance floor, Mean Minnie said to her wimpy husband,
What was his name?
I mean,
Wimp.
Wimpy.
Yeah.
Wimp.
Okay.
She said, "Listen, they're playing our song." And then it's in quotes.
You do a wonderful Mean Minnie.
Yes. The first time ever I blanked your face.
Is there a cable version of this show?
Yeah. All right. You got one, eh, Fred?
Sure do, Gene.
All right. Now, Jan, out on the dance floor, Mean Minnie said to her wimpy husband, "Listen, they're playing our song. The first time ever, I blanked your face."
Slapped.
Slapped. All right, slapped is one possibility. Other possibilities here, too, right, Fred?
Sure, there are many.
Yeah. Name some.
Stepped on your face.
Stepped on. Right, that's one. Punch, kick,
She was
all
meaner
those
than you
things.
thought, yeah.
Yeah, she was really mean. She was a lot meaner than you thought she was. She was really mean. Now, Elaine, here's the way it is. You need 3 to tie and 4 to win. 3 to tie and 4 to win.
Can be done.
Who plays? You don't play. You don't play. 4 of you play. Ready? Did you hear about Carl the Smuggler? You don't want to hear about it. All right.
We don't play, so we're not listening.
Carl the Smuggler got hold of one of Dolly Parton's old bras.
It's getting
Took
more
it across
interesting
state
now.
lines, probably, right?
Now he puts it on and smuggles blanks across the border.
Let me hear it again.
One more time. Carl the Smuggler got a hold of one of Dolly Parton's old bras. Now he puts it on and smuggles blanks across the border.
Probably not.
No. Ready down here. Elaine. Carl the Smuggler got a hold of one of Dolly Parton's old bras. Now he puts it on and he smuggles blanks across the border.
People?
People. I suppose that's possible. Let's see. Put the head in here, the shoulders, and the... I don't know.
Baseball teams.
Yeah. She says...
People who smuggle people.
People who smuggle people, right. Jay?
I know Carl the Smuggler, so I didn't really feel that I should answer this question, but having known Carl, I have to agree with her and say aliens, people.
Aha! 1. 5 to 3 the score. Karen.
Well, I too am a good friend of Carl the Smuggler, and I also said
Aha!
illegal alien.
Well, there's another one. Well, Elaine, you need one more for a tie. And then we're in trouble because we've been stretching a little bit here, thinking it was going to end early, and now if it ties, are we going to hurry up? Okay, Charlie.
Oh, Elaine. Cars.
Cars. Your last chance is with Fred. Fred, last chance, Fred Grandy.
You'd let me use my first answer, but I said Chevys.
Chevy. All right, so that means Jan wins the game. Come on down, Jan. All right, just take your place alongside me here, and I'll get to you in a moment or so. Right now, we're going to say goodbye to Elaine. It was a pleasure to meet you. We're going to send some gifts your way. Many thanks to Elaine Noche for being on Match Game. All right, congratulations to you, my dear. It's time to switch to Hollywood Squares. We're bringing the furniture in now. We're going to bring in 3 more celebrities. I'm going to trade places with John Bauman here, who's going to be hosting Hollywood Squares. And we're going to have a wonderful time, aren't we?
We sure are.
Good. Lots more excitement coming up here. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
A member of our studio audience will receive a Sylvania video disc player. With laser technology, you may enjoy brilliant color pictures and special effects furnished by Sylvania. It's time for more of The Match Game, Hollywood Squares. Hour with, from Scarecrow and Mrs. King, Martha Smith. Michael Winslow. McLean Stevenson. And taking over, the star of the Hollywood Square, John Bauman.
And we will be right back.
Sir.
And now, John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
Thank you, Gene. Welcome to the second half of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. And with me, I have Jan Haig, who breathed a big sigh of relief when her opponent did not catch up in Match Game. She was kind of cruising along there until she got hit by 2 cars, and you made it. And we also have with us 3 brand new celebrities. We have Martha Smith and Michael Winslow and McLean Stevenson. Michael, you're a comedian, and is it true that you're best known for your kind of sound effects?
Yes, that too. Would you all like some music? I don't mind you coming here. That's it.
Okay, guys, we can throw out the bells and buzzers and save ourselves a lot of money. Michael will do it all. You ready, Jan?
I'm ready.
Let's get into action. Play Hollywood Squares. Here we go. But before we actually start the game, we have to welcome our returning champion. Her name is Diane Hydorn, and she is coming back with $1,525 so far. Not bad. Yeah, we almost made it yesterday. If you get through this, you'll have another crack today. Give us a little bit of information about yourself.
I'm married and I have 2 boys. Sean is 6 and Ryan is 2, and I'm just really happy to be here. It's great.
Well, we're happy to have you. And we are once again happy to play Hollywood Squares. We will play this game until you hear the time's up bell. Whoever's ahead at that point is the winner. Goes on to play Super Match for up to $30,000. She's actually looking at me. No one pays attention during this part. This is great. Our first game is worth $100 plus $25 for every square that either of you captures. Now I've got them both. I'm on a roll. Now, our champion always gets to start. You don't want to hear this part. That's for you, Diane. That means you get to pick a square, and let's go.
Gene, please.
Gene Rayburn.
You may have me.
That was easy. You're on a plane, Gene.
Yes.
The stewardess has been very nice and helpful to you. According to the Book of Modern Table Manners, is it proper or improper for you to offer her a tip?
Well, I'm well versed in this because, as you know, I commuted for a long time between Los Angeles and Boston. And I'm well versed in all matters of etiquette as far as flying is concerned, and it is absolutely verboten to tip the stewardess. It's in poor form, terribly poor form.
Okay, Diane, he says you should not tip the stewardess. It's improper. Agree or disagree for the first square?
I agree.
It is improper to tip the stewardess. You are right to agree, and you get the first square and $25.
Well, a few bucks to the pilot under the table.
Yeah. And John, also, I think...
Yes, Jay?
Considering the meal, I don't think the thought ever came up.
No, but the meal probably did. Jan! She's on the board. Pick a star for me.
Jay, please.
Jay! She must have loved that joke. In a Redbook magazine interview, Jay.
I read it every month.
Bette Midler said that she'd like to have one of these before she dies. Was she talking about a baby, a night with Tom Selleck, or a funeral?
A baby, a night with Tom Selleck, or a funeral. Yeah, those are all real close. I think it would certainly be a baby. Has to be a baby.
Jay says that Bette Midler would like to have a baby before she dies.
Especially after a night with Tom Selleck.
One answer, please. Agree or disagree that it's a baby?
I'll agree.
She would like to have a baby. You were right to agree, and you get a square. And we're all tied up 25 to 25. Diane, it's your move.
Charles.
Charlie Siebert.
Yes.
From Trapper John M.D. When TV chef Julia Child takes a plane trip, Charlie, does she usually eat the airline food, or does she bring a sandwich along?
Why do I always get food questions? Does she eat the food and tip the stewardess, or does she bring along a sandwich? I think Julia is willing to savor from all of life's tables. I think that she probably eats the food.
Diane, he says that Julia Child would eat the airline food. Agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
She brings a sandwich along. No, she's a smart lady. Okay, you should have disagreed, and your opponent gets that square.
That's because it's bon appetit. Yeah.
Thank you, Julia.
Good job.
Awfully chic of you, my dear. All right, Jan, there's a break for you. Pick a star.
Michael to win.
This will win you the first game. Michael Winslow, you're the average American family.
Yeah?
Are you more likely to have a cat or a blender?
I am an American family, an average American family.
Right.
Well, let's see. I think... A cat.
Cat. Not in the blender. Jan, he says that the average American family is more likely to have a cat than a blender for the game. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
The average American family is more likely to have a blender. You are right to disagree, and you win the first game. All right, good going. 175 for you, 25 for our defending champion, and we will be back to play a $200 game right after this. Stick with us, everybody.
Stay tuned for more of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. 10. Now, back to John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
Jan Haig has got a leg up on Diane Hydorn, 175 to 25. But, Diane, you have the privilege of starting this game since you blew the last one. Pick a star.
Martha, please.
All right. Martha Smith.
Yes.
You and your husband are going to the White House for a formal dinner. Is it okay for you to wear pants, or should you definitely put on a dress?
Me. My husband is dressed already. I am getting dressed. It's okay. A formal dinner, did you say?
Yeah.
It's fine for me to wear pants. Nancy, many times I've worn pants there. No problem.
Diane, Martha Smith of the Scarecrow and Mrs. King says that it's okay to wear pants if you're going to the White House for a formal dinner. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
You should definitely put on a dress, and you should definitely disagree. You get the first square and 25 bucks. All right, Jan, she's on the board. Your move.
Jay, please.
Mm-hmm. Jay Leno. Mm-hmm. Which came first, Elizabeth Taylor or the Sara Lee cheesecake?
That's redundant, isn't it?
Now, you know, she didn't say anything about your vest. All right, let's see. The Sara Lee cheesecake or... Now, Sara Lee has been around a long time. I would say the Sara Lee... In fact, I have a box, a very old box of Sara Lee cheesecake. On the picture, she's 18. So that should give you some idea how old the cake is. The cheesecake came first.
Jan, Jay Leno says that the Sara Lee cheesecake came before Elizabeth Taylor. Agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
Elizabeth Taylor came before the Sara Lee cheesecake. You should have disagreed, and your opponent gets that square. Liz was 17 when the cheesecake first appeared. All right.
And then it disappeared, right? Excuse me!
A break for you, Diane. Pick a star.
Fred, please.
To win.
To win.
Right. This could win you the game. Fred, which came first, the book Dracula or the blood transfusion?
Oh, well, that's easy. Because Dracula was written in about 1890 by Bram Stoker. And he didn't get transfused until 1911. So... Now, wait a minute. No, I take that back because... Hang on. Blood was invented in 1460. By a woman. All right, no, wait a minute. Hang on. This is for the game, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, they used to have leeches. Remember I used to put leeches on people when they were bad contestants on shows?
If you say so, Fred.
Okay, I am going to say that the transfusion came first in a very primitive form. If you call it a transfusion, then it came first.
Diane, Fred Grandy says that the blood transfusion came before the book Dracula. Agree or disagree for the game?
I agree.
The blood transfusion came first. You are right to agree. You get the square and you win the game. 1667, they started transfusing blood. Dracula was written in 1897. Okay, good work, Diane. You are ahead. You have $300, $175 so far for Jan. We will clear the board now and move on to our next game. This one is worth $300. Diane, since you won the last one, that means Jan gets to start this one. Pick a star.
I'll pick Jay again.
Jay. Mm-hmm. You have a date with a man.
Okay. All right.
Says, you have a date with a man, but you're not planning to make love to him.
I was told that wouldn't be brought up.
You're not planning to make love to this man. Now, according to Self... Just imagine this shit. According to Self magazine, is it okay to invite him home, or should you avoid your place?
Boy, I'm going to buy Self magazine rather than go out with this guy. Let's see. Is it okay to what?
To invite him home. In other words, if you're having a woman
at this point, anything can happen, okay? Is it better to take him home or not to take him?
Or should you avoid your place, yeah?
My place in particular, yes. Avoid it at all costs, yes. It looks like a recent robbery every time I get home. Yes.
Yes. So, Jan, he says that you should avoid your place if you're not planning on making love to this guy. Agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
You should avoid your place. You're right to agree, and you get the square and $25. Every $25 could count. It's kind of close. All right, Diane, pick a square.
Fred, please.
Fred Grandy. Who is the author of the book titled Last Flight? Is it Buzz Aldrin, Dr. Timothy Leary, or Amelia Earhart?
Well, come on. Nobody knows if Amelia Earhart wrote a book because she never showed up at the publishers. So it's down to Timothy Leary and Buzzword. Okay, now we know Buzz Aldrin didn't write it because his book is Return to Earth. So that leaves Timothy Leary, who was writing about drugs. So that's the answer, Timothy Leary.
Diane, Fred Grandy says that Timothy Leary wrote the book Last Flight. Agree or disagree?
I'm going to agree.
It was, in fact, Amelia Earhart. No, you should have disagreed, and your opponent gets that square.
I mean, she wrote it before her last flight?
Apparently, yes.
Well, she must have known something, huh?
We'll be back to discuss this and important other matters. And we'll, in theory, finish this game right after this.
Your hand.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, we got a real thriller going. 300 for you, Diane, 225 for Jan, but Jan's in a pretty good position. Take a look at the board and make your move.
Martha, please, to win.
Please, oh no, pressure's on, okay.
Martha, which has more sodium nitrite in it? The average hot dog or the average head of lettuce?
That is such an easy question. The average hot dog is filled with the stuff. Never eat the average hot dog.
Jan Haig, she says the average hot dog has more sodium nitrite. Agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
It is the average head of lettuce. You should have disagreed, and your opponent gets a square and blocks. All right, Diane, new life. Pick a star.
Gene, please.
Gene Rayburn.
Yes.
You can jump farther than any other creature.
Hold the mustard.
You can jump farther than any other creature. Are you an Olympic champion, a flea, or a kangaroo?
Well, in the field of etymology, everyone knows that a flea, which is, about so big, and can leap, let's say, this far, which is maybe 300 times or 500 times its size. A kangaroo can't do that. No other creature on the planet can do that. Leap 400 or 500 times its height.
Well, how do you think the kangaroo got to Australia?
No. He didn't start here. Did he start here?
Started in Schenectady.
No kidding. What else you want to tell us about this?
Sit down.
I don't know.
Finish.
No, listen.
Yes, I realized that. I was just about to point that out, that we are talking actual distance here, not proportional distance, just not to keep it confused.
Actual distance.
In other words, absolute distance of jumping, not proportional to body size.
Thank you for that clarification.
I don't know if that changes your answer, Gene.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah. So what were the choices again? A flea, a kangaroo, and
an Olympic champion.
Olympic champion, by all means.
Diane says an Olympic champion can jump farther in absolute terms than any other creature. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
It is a kangaroo who can jump farther. You were right to disagree, and you get the square. All right, Jan, pick a star.
Edie to block.
Mm-hmm.
Blocking.
Yes, to block. And if you miss this one, Diane will take this game and increase her lead. Edie, what's larger, Vatican City or the Playboy Mansion?
Well, they both have paintings on their ceilings of relatively naked people. But I'm going to say Vatican City because it is a city. And, boy, you pack all those people into the square to get blessed. I don't think Hugh's ever been able to get that many people in his square.
Not to get blessed.
Okay, Jan. The person in Edie McClurg's square says that Vatican City is larger than the Playboy Mansion. Agree or disagree to block?
Disagree.
It is larger than the Playboy Mansion. It's Vatican City. You should have agreed, and your opponent gets the square and wins another game. All right, Diane. Now you've padded your lead. You got That's $675. $225 for Jan. We will clear the board and move on to yet another game. This one is worth $400. The privilege of starting goes to you, Jan. Pick a star.
Charles.
Okay. Charlie Siebert.
Yeah.
Johnny Carson has said he'd like a certain phrase to be on his tombstone. Is it "Here's Johnny" or "I'll be right back"?
I know this. I know this, Jan. It is "I'll be right back."
Jan, is it "I'll be right back"? Agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
It is "I'll be right back." You get the square and $25. Okay, Diane, pick a star.
Martha.
Martha Smith.
I
You're a
swear
secretary. You're a secretary and your male boss has just given you some sexy lingerie as a present. According to Amy Vanderbilt, is it okay to keep it or should you return it to him at once?
Oh, it's a he. All right. According to Amy, it's it's fine to keep it.
Diane, she says if your boss gives you sexy lingerie, it's fine to keep it. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
You should return it to your boss at once. No, you should disagree, and your opponent gets that square. But time is up, just as she was starting to fill up that board with $675. Once again, Diane, you're our winner. Diane Heidorn, 2 days in a row. We almost did it yesterday. You know where to go, over there with Gene Rayburn, and get ready for your shot at the big money. We do have to say goodbye to you, Jan. You're an excellent player. You even listened to the instructions. You really was very close there for a while. You're leaving here with $275, and thanks for playing Match Game Hollywood Squares. And now, Gene Rayburn.
Congratulations once again to Diane. Second time up here. We're going to be back with Diane and our 9 celebrities and a go at the big money right after this.
Answer.
Now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Gene. We're going to go on with the super match in a moment or so. McLean, did you... what's that? Okay, McLean, did you have something that you wanted to add?
No, it was just that I was not one of those that was chosen.
No, you weren't. You weren't called out.
So I will be wearing the same wardrobe tomorrow.
Diane, you know how the super match goes. You can win up to $30,000. If you're ready, we'll begin, okay?
Oh, great.
All right, here we go. We polled a recent studio audience and said, write down your best answer to this. George blank. George... Now, wait a minute. Straighten up there and fly right. Sit up and eat your oatmeal and don't trip over the scenery. All right, the top answer is worth $1,000, Diane. Second most popular is $500. And the third answer pays $250. Now, you may call on any 3 of our 9 celebrities for suggestions, one at a time, if you would, please.
Edie.
I'm going to say Lonesome George Goebel.
George Goebel. There's one response.
McLean.
Hey, no, call on somebody else. What are you doing the same stuff tomorrow?
You want?
I'm going to say George Washington.
All right.
John.
George Burns.
So we have George Burns, George Washington, and George Goebel. Now the choice is up to you. One of those or one of your own?
I'm going to go with George Washington.
G. Washington.
That's a good one.
All right. Let's find out if G. Washington is up there. We'll go down to the bottom, reveal a $250 response. George of the Jungle.
Well, you can see who watches this show. Can we get the SATs of this crowd, please?
All right. Let's take a look at the $500 response. George Burns is up there. That's one that was given to you. All right, here's your last chance for George Washington. Slide the top one, please. George Washington. Hold on just a second now.
Tally's not in yet.
I understand, Michael, that you can imitate almost any musical instrument. Was that the fife you were doing from the colonial times?
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. But close, wasn't it? All right, Diane, you've got $1,000. You're going to play the head-to-head match now with any star you pick. Remember, each star has that number in front, a hidden number, a 10, a 20, or a 30. If you choose one with a 10, we'll multiply your money by 10. If you choose one with a 20, we'll do the same thing with that. And one star has a 30. If you choose that one, You will multiply that $1,000 by 30 and means you'll be playing for $30,000. Time now to choose a star.
I'm going to go with John again.
John. She says you have the big 30. She's hoping you do. Take the tab and give it a yank. 20. All right, 20.
Next best
20
thing.
is pretty good because that adds up to $20,000 is what you're playing for. Here we go, Diane. Good luck to you. Ready, John? This is it.
Yes.
Blank code. C-O-D-E.
C-O-D-E.
Right.
Yeah.
Blank codes. All right. John's made up his mind. He's written his answer on the card in the slot there. Your job is to match him for $20,000. How do you do that? Blank code.
Morse.
Morse code. Yeah. All right. John, she says Morse code will match you for the $20,000. What do you say to that?
Well, there are a few good answers, Gene. I was going to say common code, but instead I said
Morse.
Morse! Why hasn't this happened sooner? Here,
All right. Okay. This little lady now has $23,200. Congratulations to Diane.
Attention.
Okay, now let's find out right now which celebrity had the big 3-0. Would you get ready, set, go?
Voulez-vous?
McLean.
McLean.
Too
much camera time. Wear a different suit
You have to
tomorrow.
change your suit. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, stars. You
See
were
y'all.
wonderful. Join us tomorrow. Matt Gale.
A member of our studio audience will receive Kenya's beautiful blue-white gem, set in earrings, pendant, and tie tack. Montings are in 14-karat solid gold for men and women, furnished by Kenya Gems. This is Gene Wood speaking for the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. A Mark Goodson television production.